Hello everyone, Geoguessr Explained. Welcome back to the channel. This is not going to become an exclusively React channel, but there's a few reactions I wanted to do that didn't quite fit on the main channel, and we've got Jack Sucks at Life, our dear friend of the channel, of course, doing Geoguessr in real life. Now, I think I've watched his ones where he's done this previously on the channel some years ago, such as the Wee Wee Bush episode. You already know, but yeah, he made one 3 weeks ago. I haven't watched it. I thought, maybe I can provide some interesting commentary on it. I was actually meant to be in the video, not in real life, but tangentially, like through like a voice chat or something. But I was a little bit busy. But yeah, let's have a look at this video together. No doubt many of you guys have seen it. If not, I'll have the original link in the description. If I somehow forget to do that, let me know. And why is that happening? Well, I'm not gonna, scuff channel, second channel. Let's refresh that. And we're good. And we will, of course, set it to single time. And let's react, guys. Okay, Jack, what have you for us? The UK is much more fun to do this because it's so much more densely populated than Australia. So yeah, I mean, I've done this before as well. You can see on the Zigzag channel, but it's more fun in the UK. So let's see.
If you're wondering why I'm sat on this bench completely blindfolded, it's because I've just spent several hours driving to an undisclosed location only to be escorted to the bench by my girlfriend Becky.
What
was that? You don't warn me about stuff. Now, just like the Street View game Geoguessr, it's my responsibility to pinpoint exactly where I am on a map. So let's get started and remove the blindfold.
Alright,
why has he got his glasses on in front? That's actually funny.
Go for it. It is so bright. This is so weird. Let me just check I'm actually recording. Yeah, we're good. Let me give you...
Also, Becky's gone. He's waited a little bit for Becky to leave before he's taking off the glasses. By the way, this architecture, like this house looks so Australian. Just thought I'd point that out.
A 180 of my surroundings. So we're in a slightly built up area. We have a pretty clear landmark, and that is Lily Lane. So that's going to be really useful later because I'll be able to line that up on the map. But other than that, I have no idea where I am. I'm assuming I'm still in England. It definitely looks like England.
I agree. I think this is England. I mean, do I go for my own guess here? I do think it feels more like the south, which is interesting, right? Jack's from the north. He lives up north in England. It did strike me as more southern, like some of this vegetation. I mean, it is the middle of summer now when this was filmed in Britain, so maybe that contributes to it, but just a thought I had.
But I don't know if I'm in the north or the south, no idea which county I'm in, so I suppose I should probably start walking. So I could go down there.
I feel like this is towards London, but not all the way down there. That's my prediction.
Yeah. I could go down Lily Lane, which looks like a housing estate.
So we do have some hills, by the way. I reckon this is like out maybe... It's a bit too hilly to be like Norwich or something, but it feels like it's kind of out maybe a little bit further east to me. Kind of almost looks like Danish kind of buildings, which you sometimes get, a bit more east.
And then I could go down there, which looks like more of a central town type thing. So that's probably where it would make the most sense. But, oh, there's a little church. I've just spotted a church down Lily Lane, so let's...
Churches normally do have some kind of, information out the front. Can be quite useful to check on Geoguessr.
Go that way.
Churches are great landmarks because they're really easy to spot on maps. As I was heading down, I spotted a couple of little friends.
Look at them little fellas.
And also had a great realization.
There's also a wheelie bin. Wheelie bins usually have, like, council information on them, so we should definitely go check that out.
Dude, it's so fun doing this stuff in real life. It actually is. But I was going to say, Becky. Was Becky the one who chose the location, I wonder? How was it chosen? Maybe Kai chose it? I don't know.
When playing Geoguessr online, wheelie bin text is usually too small, but when playing in real life, you're way less limited.
Oh, Yorkshire Council. Okay, so they're still up north then, right? Yorkshire's up towards York.
Riding, Yorkshire Council. Now, I used to live in North Yorkshire, but I'm not sure I've even ever visited East Riding of Yorkshire, so I don't really know the areas, so I'm still going to have to struggle and work out some specific place names.
So, it is more eastern, like I said, but not nearly as southern as I thought. Interesting. Yorkshire, we have to be in the north.
Continued my venture to the church and discovered yet another unusual garden ornament.
What's going on here?
I made my way into the church grounds, which was delightful, by the way. Very nice. I also spotted a bit of activity in the distance.
So it's kind of busy down there. It feels like we might be in a small town rather than a village like last time.
Okay.
Look at these fellas that are...
Yeah, what is with this? It's like a whole a town-wide initiative to put little people everywhere.
They're everywhere.
What is going on in this town/village? Where has Becky put me?
Oh, we might have a place name on here. I think we do.
St. Oswald's.
Flamborough. I can confirm I have never heard of Flamborough. I'm assuming we are in somewhere called Flamborough, though.
I don't know, it's kind of funny, like, Capital city of Australia, Canberra. Random town in Yorkshire, Flamborough. I don't know. Just kind of made me laugh.
I can see another flower pot person. Let's go check them out. Look at this little fella. They're literally everywhere. And I can spot another one over there. But...
Oh, hello. Look at all this. Look at all this. Okay, lighthouse. We are indeed near the coast. Thornwick Bay. I think I've heard of that. I wonder if Jack will have heard of that.
But also quite an interesting brown sign. That says lighthouse. So are we by the coast? So definitely in or near somewhere called Flamborough. But look at this. Lighthouse, golf club, bowling club. I think we definitely need to walk down there, down Lighthouse Road.
Oh, yeah.
Because I want to see the sea. I haven't seen the sea in months. Oh my. This flower pot lady is on top of a crab cage. We're near the seaside. I have no idea if it's going to be like 40 minutes.
By the way, sorry, Jack, to interrupt you, but look at this fascinating building here. This does not even look English at all. Like, towards the coast, sometimes you get some really interesting architecture.
It's down here or 10 minutes away, but I am going to see the sea.
So I officially embarked on my journey to the lighthouse. I also kept seeing more flower pot people. There must be some kind of Flamborough flower pot festival going on at the moment. Rural England is a funny place.
I also need to consider the fact that I can't forget where I spawned in because I need to be able to locate it.
Lily Lane, guys, come on.
To get a perfect geoguessr score. But I'm hoping if I just remember Lily Lane and St. Oswald's Church, the rest should make sense.
I think that's well enough. Yeah, should be, because you could... Well, without a compass, it could be difficult, actually. Because, he doesn't really know which direction he came from. But I think it should be. I think it should be doable.
The quest to this lighthouse did feel slightly overwhelming, as there was no indication of how far away it actually was.
There's currently no signs of an ocean. I can't see one anyway. Maybe on the other side of this hill? Possibly? Is there a bug on the lens? How long has he been there? Has he just been ruining every shot? Go away.
It was also a very...
What an intimate shot. Okay, we got the sunscreen out. I mean, using sunscreen in England, kind of crazy, but I guess it is necessary. I feel like me and Jack have the same skin complexion. Very burnable, unfortunately.
very hot day, so I applied some sun cream before going any further. I also got extra confirmation.
Do you guys say sunscreen, sun cream, or sunblock? I feel like in South Australia, where I live now, a lot of people say sunblock. I grew up saying sunscreen, but you would never say sun cream here.
We were definitely in somewhere called Flamborough. But there was no sign of a lighthouse or a coast, and bad omens were starting to appear.
So yeah, I've not found the sea yet, or any signs of the sea. I mean, presumably, if there's a lighthouse, there's going to be an ocean. However, what I have found is quite an inviting little secret path down there. And I'm not going to lie, I've been in the car for approximately 3 hours. I was blindfolded. I have no idea how long it was.
3 hours? Is Yorkshire... Yorkshire's not that big, so I don't understand. Maybe it was part of the deception, but... Really? I thought Jack lives in Yorkshire? Unless I'm confusing Yorkshire with somewhere else, guys. That could make sense.
But I really need the toilet. I can't pee in the Woodland Trust. I'm also kind of hesitant in general about peeing in one of these videos because the last time I did it, people ended up finding the location, marking it on Google Maps. People
4.7 stars out of 5, by the way.
started visiting it. There's a website that exists now. It's a whole thing, and I don't want that to happen again.
It's got a flag.
I do really need the toilet, so I think it's happening again.
Oh, no.
Okay, you saw nothing. Please don't make Jack's PP tree a thing.
I decided I'd
I think we gotta check, guys. I think I'm gonna make that my mission after we've finished reacting to this.
continue deeper into the woodland in the hopes that it would be a nicer route to the lighthouse rather than the busy road.
Now, as I said, this is the second time I've done a geoguess in real life, but it is so much fun. So if you want to see this as a regular thing, and maybe each time it gets more difficult, perhaps we could go to other countries at some point, then make sure you click that like and the subscribe button. Thanks, guys. Anyway, where are we?
It wasn't long before the woodland path came to an end, and unfortunately I reached open field.
I nearly fell over. Okay, so that's where we started, just down there, and I can't see the sea. I don't see any signs of the sea, so I think heading into the forest was a mistake. Let's go back.
So I returned to the road I was previously on.
3 little pigs. Am I missing something? How are they 3? Oh, fair enough. Yeah, that makes more sense now.
I did find a public footpath and had a little venture down there. There were a few nice horses that ignored me. I did try filming a butterfly as well.
Oh, no.
And some of the architecture in the distance was starting to look a little bit more English seaside. But finally I spotted a sign which confirmed how far away this
2 3/4 miles. It's like 5 kilometers or what?
infamous lighthouse was.
2 3/4 miles?
Well, at least
so
4.
that should take me like 40 minutes, I guess. All right, off we go then.
This walk was a little bit boring along the main road, but my spirits remained high. I didn't have my camera on for this bit, but a couple asked me for directions.
Hello.
Have we got much farther to that lighthouse, do you know?
I think it's about 2.5 miles.
Yeah, I told you. You're not going, because then you have to come back.
I've gone from spawning in black.
Very northern accents, no? Then we have to come back. I don't know, guys. At this point, I'm thinking, well, we got the mission to the lighthouse. Would Jack have even chosen to go to the lighthouse if he knew how far it was? Like, probably could have just, like, gone into the center of the town and used some other clues, assuming you can't ask people where you are. But it is quite funny to spend so long not knowing where you are. Like, just the idea of, you know, doing a whole hour walk to somewhere, having no idea where in the country you are is kind of funny. Well, of course he knows this is in Yorkshire, but still.
I'm folded to giving people directions. Fair play. Anyway, very exciting news. Guess what I have spotted in the distance? That's the sea. So I need to get myself to this lighthouse pronto because it must be something special. It is unusual for a lighthouse to be signposted from 3 miles away. And we now have evidence of people trying to walk specifically to it as well. So it must be nice. I guess that might be the reason why Becky picked this location.
I came across some road works and some road signs, which I could not resist.
I mean, I've got to have a look. We can control the traffic, guys. Look at this. I've just hit myself in the ear. I'm going to put it down. You will not believe what I've just spotted in the distance.
A lighthouse, maybe?
It's a bloody lighthouse. Do you see
Guys.
it?
I'm an active viewer. I'm an active viewer.
But then, just as I was finally approaching this bloody lighthouse, something very confusing happened.
Wait.
Another one.
Ah! There's 2 of them. Which one's the lighthouse? We have found a lighthouse. I assume it's the lighthouse, but I can't confirm because there is another lighthouse just over there.
It looks like the one he's about to go to is the old one, I would say.
But the plot twists did not stop there.
Oh my god. It's a chalk tower. It's not a lighthouse. I am so lost right now. Is this not what I've been walking to?
There were more flowerpot people, along with confirmation of a flowerpot festival. And just as I was finally
Flambra.
about to get to the actual lighthouse, I made a game-changing discovery.
I might have just found the exact thing I need to work out my location. So I saw this
Ooh.
sign, and I was like, Bridlington, okay, I'll remember that. But then I saw this one, Filey. Now I've heard of Filey, I could locate it on a map, so I think find Filey, then I'll find Flamborough, then I'll find St. Oswald's Church, and then I will find whatever the spawn street was called. Riley Street?
Oh no.
Lily
Yeah.
Street. Lily something.
But first, I
Lily
had
Lane.
other business to attend to.
All right, guys, we have located Big Daddy.
The actual Flamborough coast was full of very impressive cliff edges. There was a telescope, but I'm not made of money.
Yeah, I can see why Becky chose this spot. It looks absolutely epic. Oh, the water looks so nice. And there's a little kind of cave lagoon down here. Look at that.
That was actually really nice.
Feeling confident about my pending GeoGuessr score, I treated myself to a packet of quavers.
Cheers, everyone.
And also an incredibly
Never had those. I've never had trousers before.
underwhelming homemade sandwich. I should have just got a meal deal.
Great lunch, thoroughly enjoyed that. Even the sandwich was, well, actually, the sandwich wasn't great, I'll be honest. But anyway, I think I've now got everything I need to locate my location and get a perfect GeoGuessr score of 5,000 points. But I'm so close to the sea that I really want to dip my feet in. And there's a school trip currently leaving, so it's about to be really quiet down there.
These poor Brits. I mean, a beautiful coast, no doubt, but that beach is pathetic.
We'll have a look. It'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? We'll have a little look, yeah.
Now I spotted a little gift shop, and I go crazy for a little gift shop. So while I was waiting for the school trip to leave, I had a little browse and ended up picking up myself a little snow globe to remember this joyous occasion.
Flamborough.
However, while I was in the shop, the aforementioned school trip kind of gathered directly outside of it.
Hello. Yeah, go for it. I'm doing a video at the moment if you want to be in it.
Everyone was very nice, and after a few pictures, I headed
That's pretty cool.
down a beautiful scenic trail and used this video as an excuse to dip my feet in the ocean, which I love doing, and I had an opportunity to just take in the beautiful world we live in.
All right, well, I guess it's now time to
Groovy
head
song.
back to the spawn point and make my guess. Now, in GeoGuessr, I just click a button to return to the start. But in real life, I have to walk about 5 miles, so should probably get on with that.
5
Now, the route back
miles.
up was a steep, narrow path, and it wasn't till I was about halfway that I saw another school trip on its way down.
Oh no.
What you do? Got like 3 million subscribers.
What are you doing? You have 3 million subscribers.
4 million.
Either way, I survived.
Did Jack say 4? That's
I was
funny.
now ready for my long journey back to spawn. It was very warm and I was getting a bit sweaty by this point, but nothing motivated me more than getting a sweet 5k points on Geoguessr IRL. I paid my respects to Flanborough's newest landmark, the Jack PP tree, and just as I reached the town, I was sent some information.
Now, I have received a little bit of intel from Becky, who set this spawn point. Apparently, there is a castle like 5 minutes from me. So really, before we lock in and get our perfect score, I should try and find that, shouldn't I? So I guess I'll just head straight down this way. But there is our starting bench. Oh, there's actually 2 benches. I did not realise there were 2 benches. This is my bench, Herbert's bench. So yeah, I've been down there where the church was. That's where I've just come from. So let's head down this way. How have I missed an entire castle? What is that about?
I didn't find the castle down this street. I did see more creative flower pots, which was nice. So I then went the other way, and no joke, I was looking for this castle for about 30 minutes.
Is that it? It's gonna blow you away, this, guys. We've got some nice horses, and there it is. Well, I'm sure it's got lots of history and stuff, but I don't know if that wall was entirely worth the 30 minutes I've just spent specifically trying to find it in the baking hot summer. Let's go ahead and end this challenge.
What a day it had been. I'd seen hundreds of flower pot people, hundreds of adoring fans, a magnificent chalk tower, the beautiful North Sea, and let's not forget that castle. But now my adventure was over and I was back where it had all began.
Okay, I'm gonna sit here in the shade while I locate the exact location. So let's click play, and oh, this looks very familiar. Oh, there's a lady, hello. Wonder who walks past her today. All right, there's Lily Lane down there.
So one thing I'm curious about with Becky's map making skills, okay? When you open the map, if you play a map, let's suppose all 5 of the locations in the Geoguessr map are all within Flamborough, then it will just automatically zoom into Flamborough. I hope what she's done is made one of the locations completely elsewhere. I'm saying, like, you know, in Africa or something, so that the map starts zoomed out. If you guys might know if you've played Geoguessr quite a bit.
Where the wheelie bin was, yeah, that's the wheelie bin that told us which county we were in. So open the map, and I think I'm going to be able to find
it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. It did zoom into the general area, but clearly Jack has already zoomed away from it, so he won't be able to use that, so we're good.
Quite quick. It is somewhere within this area, I think. I just have to work my way down the coast, and we should come across Filey. Yeah, there we go, there's Filey. So if we just work our way south, there it is, Flamborough. Okay, so we walked along this big road over to the coast, but our starting point is, yeah, Lighthouse Road, that's familiar. There it is, Lily Lane. Okay, and there's the church. So we're at the end of Lily Lane, right here, next to the cricket club. Okay, let's go stand in the exact location when I click guess. Okay.
Okay, I like what Jack's done there. Good play, good play. Good quick 5k.
Run across the road. Woo. And now get back to Hubert's bench. Take a seat, here we go, and let's just work this out. So, yeah, that's got to be a perfect score. All right, I'm officially clicking it. Guess 5,000 points.
2 yards, let's go. It's like 2 meters.
Thank goodness for that, all right. That was really tiring, you know, but we have officially found our location with Geoguessr IRL. This was so much fun. I would love to do this quite a few different times. Hopefully you enjoyed it as well.
That was a really good video. Honestly, I really liked the editing, and it was a bit of an adventure as well. But I made a promise, guys. I made a promise. We are now going to go try and find the Jack Wee tree. So let's see if how quickly I can find Flamborough here. So it was a bit further down, was it not? Like it was here, yeah. And then he was on the way here. Now we're gonna have to make a little bit of a zoom in. So we do have like a little bit of a trail here. Seems like we can't find it there. Okay. Well, let's see. So he started off in Lily Lane, right here. He would have walked up here and along here. And at some point it's going to meet up with a trail. Car house? No. At some point it's going to meet up with a trail. Maybe it could have been like this trail here. Let's have a look. Is that the trail? No, I would say not. It was like more forested when he met up with the trail. So is it this one? I think it's not that one either. Oh, that's the sign he found. Okay, that's kind of cool. And then he was almost in the town. So it was further back here. We checked this one. So where was it? The car house maybe? Nope. It was further, even further back, I think. Maybe this one here. I don't see where he found that turnoff. It's got to be somewhere, like, through this straight section, I think, but... Like here? Yeah. Okay, so people have let everyone down here. The wee tree is, not yet accepted, I would say. It's, like, quite disappointing, guys. Because I don't see where else it would be. We're not seeing any POIs here, either side of the road, yeah. Okay, guys, seems like a week after the video, or 3 weeks, sorry, after the videos come out, there's no, there's no POI, but you know what we can do? Wee bush. See if we can bring that up. No, we want the wee bush cottage. No, we want I thought it was called the wee bush. Wee bush. Jack. Maybe like Jack's wee bush. I don't know. It's not there though. So Googling is not sufficient apparently. That's annoying, man. Wee Rup. There's a place in Victoria called that apparently. Wee cottage. Wee bush. Just maybe we'll go for Google. Maybe we'll go for Google. That's what we'll do. Wee bush. There's the website. Here it is. The wee bush itself. And what does it look like on the map? I don't see the POI though. Oh, here we go. So there's the start point. Where's the wee bush? I can't see the POI for it. Wait, let's see again. So we're on like a straight road going like that. Yeah, we're like along here somewhere. Oh, so it doesn't come up. Maybe there actually is the POI. Or maybe the POI has been deleted. I'm not sure. Wouldn't surprise me, but they didn't get rid of this one, so that's at least something. Where was he last time? So he was in Eggleton. And, okay, that is quite a bit different to this time, which was all the way up here. So he said he spent 3 hours in the car, but he's from up here, right? So, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I'm struggling to, let me actually see here. Measure distance. Whoops. So it was like 230K to that one. But this one, though, let's just say he started somewhere around here. 150. I mean, it might take you. Yeah, it might take you two hours to get there. I could see that. Anyway, I guess that is it. Here's the 2022. There we go. Before me, I guess, yeah, before me and Jack had made any videos together. And there you go, guys. Well, this is a crazy website, by the way. All right, guys. Let me know what you thought of this reaction. And big shout outs to the wee bush and Jack. All right. Catch you later.